Captain on the bridge.
Alrighty, captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button to help this video out and also the overall channel. But also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now, that said, here we go. Yes, Caps, we'll go over the latest from the Stowe X feed, drop our 2 ECs, of course, and then actually go over a bonus piece of information from the Stowe Reddit, and then, of course, give our conclusion. So, first up, it says, starting tomorrow, it says, captains on PC can make quick progress in their Admiralty campaigns for a week. So this actually dropped yesterday. And as a drop of this video, this event is starting today. So Admiralty Bonus Week. So captains on PC can earn bonuses to their Admiralty projects this week. So we're launching the Admiralty Bonus event from January 14th to the 21st. Your Admiralty missions will give out bonus rewards during this special event. You'll find that all of your assignments give out extra campaign XP, allowing for faster progression, no matter whose missions you're completing. Getting good with the Ferengi, serving the Federation or the Klingon Empire, or help rebuild the Romulan Republic. In addition, all tour of duty missions will award bonus dilithium ore during this event. We hope you enjoy this special event, captains. Command your fleet to take to the stars. So, again, most of you captains know that my Admiralty missions is my way of gaining in-game resources, especially when I keep on them. And for a good while there, I was actually really keeping on top of them. We are trying to get back to it, but in these instances, we try to take as much advantage of these events so that we can gain in-game resources, which has expertise, or dilithium, which of course we can convert into Zen. So again, as a drop of this video, this event is on, so from the 14th, and it'll go until the 21st. And I'm having probably a prediction here that after the 21st, we will have news, or before the 21st, we'll have news of the anniversary event. So here's hoping. Now, of course, there was already maintenance already today for PC, and that is done. Now, having said that, for my console captains, and huge shout out to Mystic for also messaging us here on X, the last event for the event campaign of 2024, well, I guess for console 2024/2025, is now live. We've already covered this, but we're reminding you captains on console, whether it be PlayStation or Xbox, this is now live. And of course, this is an event where you can do the 2 activities, so either Bug Hunt or Swarm. We recommend Bug Hunt. It's a little shorter, especially if you have a really good team, and it's on easy anyways, either or. But if you want to have your space pews, of course, Swarm, you can do that. The account reward is the microvirus array, which is one ugly looking thing on the ground, but it's a reward prize. I don't think it's anything too special. On top of that, of course, you get the 3 featured TFO rewards. There it gives a choice of specialization, point or enhanced universal tech upgrade, and of course a 25k of dilithium. And again, we're just going to go quickly in game here on the PC bridge to show you caps that indeed this is the last event in the event campaign. Well, I guess we can call it event campaign 6, which is the feast. So this is now live on console, and look out for a video giving our last part of recommendations for the event campaign number 6 in terms of the premium T6 choice, which of course has since added 10 ships from the last event. Of course, we'll go over that in a separate video. So we'll head back here to the X feed. Again, my console caps, that is now live. And next up here we have this. So Aean Leader Thason Fay gathers faction leaders and famed starship captains to meet with diplomatic ambassadors in an effort to unite against the Borg and end them once and for all. So this was a good read. I did read it. We're not going to read it here as it is kind of a long read, so I'm going to leave it in the description below as everything that we go over as well. But essentially, it was a sort of, how should I say, like a little story of Thason telling the ambassadors of what happened to their species, and hence why they are trying to convince this universe, our universe, of why they should unite, we should unite with them in stopping the Borg threat. So I got a couple of little moments in here, but it's worth a good read. So again, we'll leave in the description and we'll let you captains do that on your own time on the bridge there. So, but a good read, definitely. Lastly, from the X feed here, so bundles, keys, the low-buy store. There are a lot of opportunities to make a good deal on your platform this week. So here it is here. So limited time offers. So temporal anomalies have opened a hole to an alternate universe, one with a fantastic sale. Captains, but this flash sale will only be available for a limited time. So from January 14th, so that's today, as the drop of this video, until the 16th on PC. Hurry and grab yourself some items at one of our largest discounts ever before the portal shuts and it's all lost. So the flash sale is 25% on keys. Keyring bundle, get your hands on the special bundle of 20 master keys and an ultimate tech upgrade. Don't wait, the flash sale anomaly can be gone before you know it. So it's a good sale. It's an okay, I should say it's an okay sale. Of course, the better sale would be like 35, maybe 40% on keys. But again, captains, our huge recommendation on keys is never to use them to open boxes unless you're going for the low buy, which I totally understand. But do know that the event campaign does give you 1,500 low buy. But if you need more, then fine, you can go ahead and do so. Having said that, if you're going to try to buy keys and open boxes to try to get ships, your chances are pretty slim. I've seen people open 250 plus boxes and get nothing. So our recommendation is to buy the keys while they're on sale. Wait for the sale to be done and then post them on the exchange. Sell them as high as you can so that you can get the EC in return to get, and then of course rinse and repeat until you have enough to buy the ship you want on the exchange. So that is our recommendations when it comes to keys, is to actually just sell them for EC if you're not trying to get the low buy. Okay, so there's that. Next up, there are times in life when you really want to get everything you need all at once. That's what bundles are for. So from, again, January 14th until the 19th, save 35% on ship bundles and expansion bundles in the Zen store. It's the perfect opportunity to get a great deal on things you want, all in a convenient package. Now, we already did a recommendation of our top picks in terms of bundles. So this was done back in September. So what we're going to do is link that also in the description below. So captains, you can watch our recommendations here. It's quite a long one, but again, it's depending on what you want to buy in the store, or at least what we think we can recommend to you captains who are not only vets, but also newer captains coming to Star Trek Online. So again, I'll leave that in the description below. Next, rule of acquisition 74, knowledge equals profit. Any wise captain knows that when a sale this good comes your way, it's best to take advantage of it. We're pleased to announce that the Ferengi merchants are putting a 15% sale on keys from January 14th to the 18th on Xbox and PlayStation. So this is for the console bridge. I don't know why they wouldn't do it at 25%, but sure. Now is the best time for captains to load up on your keys and grab those ships you've been eyeing. Again, going back to my recommendation, do not buy the keys for the purpose of opening lock boxes to get ships. The choices, the actual chances, I should say, are very slim to none. Not to say that we haven't done it, and when opening boxes, yeah, we've gotten a ship from like less than 10 boxes, but then there have been boxes where I've opened, maybe my max is like 40 or 50. And again, I've set a limit, and stayed within it just to get the low buy keys. But then, yeah, I've been able to get some ships out of that. So again, do this at your own risk, yes, but it is a gamble. So 50% there. So remember, rule of acquisition number 22: a wise captain can hear profit in the wind, and now is the time to act. For a limited time only, starting today, players will be able to purchase the keyring bundle. This special pack includes 20 master keys used to open lockbox boxes with the price of 22.50 Zen. As an additional promotional offer, when purchasing this bundle, every pack also comes with a single ultimate tech upgrade. Applying this item to any upgradable piece of equipment will instantly set both its mark and quality to maximum, usually mark 15, or same thing on PC, but this time it's only 15%. So I would wait for a higher sale. To be honest with you, captains, 15% is a sale, but regardless, I would probably just wait for a higher one, as it'll always be one. So this promotional bundle will be available in the Zen store from 14th to the 18th on the console bridge. Lastly here, also, the Low Buy Crystal Consortium is pleased to announce their latest featured sale. From the 14th to the 18th, still on the console bridge, shrewd captains will be able to choose from their wide selection of wares just by visiting the in-game Low Buy store. All items in the Low Buy store will be 20% off this entire sale. Now is the best time to command the Kelvin Timeline Intel Dreadnought Cruiser, or get your hands on the Boolean Heavy Assault Cannon, or fly the stars in the Vaudouar Astika Heavy Battle Cruiser. So enjoy, captains. Now, we have made some videos there in, of course, recommending the low buy items, which are here for ground and space. So we've done these videos already about 2-3 months ago. Captains, you can definitely have a look at these. We'll also link this in the description below for you, so that you can see what we recommend for the low buy store. So there is that from the X feed. Now, there was a post which I wish would also still be on the X feed, but this was actually from Bordicus in regards to the traits. And as of this video, as the drop of this video on the 14th, unfortunately, the trait loadouts are still broken. So this is what he has to say. So, hey guys, we have multiple programmers working on untangling the trait slotting issue. As of this moment, we don't have a solution yet, but we're actively investigating what caused it to happen, how to prevent it from happening again, and how to fix it, if we can. That kind of hurts. It's in a little bit. Now, it says, fix it. Clarification, we're trying to see if we can get existing loadouts fully functional again, instead of asking players to rebuild them. Now, we've been making our build videos here the last couple days while we've been on vacation. And for me personally, all my tunes have had their traits affected. Now, I'm going to go back again quickly on the store bridge here and show you, captains. Now, this is my main here. Now, what was on, and I'll show it on my other tune there, but I have had to redo my traits. Having said that, when I've switched ships, this time, all the weapons have actually stayed, other than the consumable devices or whatever that we've used. Everything stayed. The stations stayed, along with my DOFs. The only thing that has not stuck once I've reslotted my traits and switched ships was the starship traits. Whatever starship traits I had slotted on the previous ship carries over to the new ship. And of course, I can't save it. That's the other thing. So if I go to here and loadouts and go save to Cargal, it says it's saved, but it still says unsaved changes. And when I switch ships, it says you have to save your ship while you're in space or something like that. So unfortunately, that is a thing. that has affected me. Now, some of the things that I've seen other captains say is, oh, stay away from the new ESD because that's what's causing the whole traits to go missing. Well, for me, my KDF tune, okay, is in Kronos First City. So when we load onto him, or when I loaded onto him, I'm like, okay, so he's not going to be affected. Well, no. This is how it looked like when I loaded the first time on my main character, Triz there. This is exactly what happened. I had 3 traits slotted in ground traits, 3 traits slotted in personal space, and like a bunch of random starship traits slotted here. Below that, space, ground, active, and active space reputations, nothing. Gone. But the build stayed. As far as I can tell, the build stayed. So did the stations. So that's what's affecting me personally. I'm not sure about you captains. I've heard some captains say while we've been on live stream, saying, yeah, their traits have been affected and that's it. Now, when I try to look at someone else, let's say here, that is not on Earth Space Dock, but the problem is most of my tunes were there anyways. Trying to see if there was anyone else there that wasn't, which I don't think anyone was, unfortunately, because yeah, I do a lot of my paperwork and such there. Actually, you might not be. No, you are still. I think I transferred everyone there. So unfortunately for me, even though I had tunes that weren't in Earth Space Dock, it was still affecting, or still affected, at least them and or all of my tunes. So we'll have to be patient. We'll have to wait and see what happens. It is very unfortunate to reslot the things I had. It wasn't too bad, to be honest with you. It only took me maybe a couple minutes, if that, to just reslot. I looked at my build. My build was still there in terms of the weapons, consoles, and stations, so that was a positive for me. So from there, I'm like, okay, well, this is what the DOS I probably would have used, or sorry, I should say traits that I would have used. Hopefully this gets fixed. A lot of people were hoping that the maintenance today would have fixed this, but unfortunately it hasn't. Now, the last part concerns me, how to prevent it from happening again and how to fix it if we can. I don't know if they'll be able to be honest, but at least we have communication and at least they're being honest. Thank you, Jeremy, for communicating that, but I really think that should have been communicated on the main X feed, not just on his X feed, right? It should be here, in all honesty, but it is what it is, and when I refresh this, there's still no mention of it there. So there is that. Hopefully, captains, I mean, let me know in the comments below how it's affected you, because I don't think, even if you wait to log in, there may still be a chance that if they say, I would just see how your tune is, in my opinion. But if you want to wait to see if they can fix it and not log in, that's totally up to you. So lastly, the thing that we'll go over here is this from the Stowe Reddit, which is unfortunately very sad in my opinion. So thanks to Matt John Sonva, Star Trek Online artist Taco officially departs Cryptic Studios after nearly 20 years. So we'll head here. This is a link that he had over here, which brings us here, which brings us to massivelyop.com. So Star Trek Online artist Taco officially departs Cryptic Studios after nearly 20 years. Of course, captains, we know Nick, who is aka Tumor Boy, is also Taco. I didn't know Taco was Nick. I'm going to be very honest. I thought that was someone else. But regardless, it's sad. We already covered that on our channel. But it looks like this was from yesterday, 13th, as you can see there. So we'll read this here. It's not too long, so it's going to be really, really hard to fill the void that 20 years worth of knowledge developing Star Trek Online creates. But that's just what Cryptic Games is facing. as senior environment artist Nick Taco Duguid had his final day of working on the MMO this week. So we knew it was coming. I still held hope against hope that he would stay, that his tenure there, his knowledge of like nearly 20 years would just be enough to have him stay there on Cryptic / Deca. But unfortunately, that is not the case. So, but we'll continue here. So Duguid has been called an institution by colleagues as he's worked for Cryptic for almost 20 years, with his utmost recent work being the visual overhaul for Earth space dock, which of course this we covered here, and he actually put this together himself too when it comes to the new Earth space dock map, which is beautiful. I can't say anything negative about it. It is absolutely beautiful. So there's about 20 years of visual overhaul. So naturally his farewell is a bit misty-eyed. Just submitted my final check-in to Stowe, and I'm now logged out of everything he writes. Feeling those feelings for sure. So again, all we can say is good luck to Nick, right? In terms of his future endeavors. I was really hoping that they keep him, but Duguid's departure is one more part of the Embracer powered brain drain at the studio, as it suffered a devastating layoff round and shuffling of its MMOs over to relatively inexperienced overseas subsidiary Deca Games this past October, earning the whole situation the dubious honor of winning our Stormiest Future award as a result. We don't know exactly how many Cryptic staff working on Stowe remain. Rumors from last fall suggested it was a skeleton crew, but wishes for his next step from peers and some generally good humor from the developer himself might lessen the blow a bit. Duguid himself referenced the accidental creation of a megaship he dubbed the USS Thunder Cougar Falcon Bird as his real quote-unquote legacy creation. Wherever he goes, we're certain that any studio will be lucky to have him. Looks like this is his sort of message here on Blue Sky. So just submitted my final check-in to Stowe, and now I'm logged off everything, feeling the feelings for sure. I appreciate everyone talking about ESD2 as my legacy or whatever. But let's be honest, if I have a singular legacy in Stowe, and of course he shows that picture of the Thunder Falcon Megazord or whatever ship. But it also goes to show you his sort of humor that he had, and you know, we got that. We've had some opportunities to talk to him over the years, and we've been very fortunate to do so. And he's a great guy. I actually played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge with him once, and it was just a good time for us to just, you know, play a different game and also just hang out. And that was the type of developer he was. And when I would be streaming, whether on Twitch or YouTube, he'd actually stop by the stream and say, you know, hey, how's it going? And then when he would leave, thanks for playing our game. You know, I think he was one of the developers that really cared about what he did, and it really showed. And over the years, like I said, we've covered a lot of Stowe news, and one of the opportunities we had to sit down with him was when he did the Odyssey bridge revamp, and we were hoping we could have another opportunity there to talk about his ESD. But, you know, I messaged him on Discord. Of course, I wished him well as well. Good luck on his future endeavors. And, you know, he responded. And, you know, I just want to say again, Nick, thank you for all you've done for Star Trek Online. You will be truly, truly missed, along with all of your knowledge of Stowe. But good luck in everything. And hopefully you find something soon. And yeah, I agree. Any studio that picks up Nick will be able to call upon his experience in 20 years of what he did in Stowe. So a little bit of a sad note to end this video, but regardless, we wanted to cover it here in this update video. Captains, do us a huge favor, hit the like button, comment below. Again, just one more time, join me in wishing Nick good luck. In regards to newer captains, of course, consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge. And we'll leave it on this note.
live long and prosper.